Is a college degree important for someone's success?
Hmm.
If you want to hire someone, ask yourself, do you really care about their degree? In today's reality, Elon Musk actually mentioned in an interview, if we compare formal education versus self-education or non-formal education, he much prefers people with non-formal education. But is it that simple? Black and white. If you're not going to college,
Bye.
is it better to learn non-formally for success in a professional field? Before we delve into details, here I want to show you some statistics. In today's era, industries where job posts without degree requirements are growing faster. More and more often, as of late, global companies don't require people to have degrees.
Wow.
And these are people who earn tens or even hundreds of millions. And here are 6 successful companies that are proof you can hire candidates without a college degree, and what they require instead: IBM, Google, QBurst, Apple, Tesla, and Penguin Random House. Let's talk about the first company, which is as big as Apple. Half of its employees don't have a degree. That's crazy, right? Half of them. That was almost 5 years ago. Now the statistics might be even higher. Even the Tesla billionaire Elon Musk thinks people don't need college to learn stuff, and says jobs at his companies should not require a degree. Did Shakespeare go to college? He asked. Probably not. Elon Musk once wisely said, "Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did." So don't let yourself be misled. Subscribe to our channel for real education and valuable insights without going to Harvard. Click like to support this channel, because this channel will give new information that you probably don't know yet. But why is that? What has changed? Is the digital era. Compared to the past era? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have prejudices, especially our parents. Our parents say,
"You have to go to college, honey."
What? But why, Mom? Because your degree determines how much salary you'll get.
is that so? Is that wrong? No, because they lived in an era that might be different from ours. Did you know our parents always tell us you need a college degree to get rich? Maybe that was true in their time. You know, when dinosaurs were the biggest threat on campus.
Yeah.
If we want a brief explanation, is a degree necessary? In my opinion, it's not necessary. But it's not as simple as saying, okay, then I don't go to college. Let's discuss it in more detail.
Let's go.
Let's be frank, there are 2 main worries that come up when most people want to go to college. First, some said students might miss out on the social side of university. But is a few years of socializing worth decades of debt? You can still make friends outside of college, and career certificates offer networking opportunities too. Second, others were concerned about prestige, especially those with degrees from top universities. But having a prestigious degree is mainly for getting a top job. Google and similar companies are hiring people without degrees for prestigious roles, bypassing the need for traditional qualifications. Because, you know, globally, not every person has the privilege to go to college. Take a look at the data. In the US, back in 2016, only about 33.4% of folks aged 25 and up had a college degree or something higher. So does that mean the other 66.6% won't succeed? Well, not necessarily. Let's go back to the original topic. Elon Musk mentioned that there are 2 types of education, formal and non-formal. Formal education is structured around the school system, where you typically attend elementary school for around 6 years, followed by 3 years in junior high school, and another 3 years in high school, totaling 12 years. During this time, you follow what the school tells you to do, and the school controls your learning time and break time. And if you're really crazy about school, you go for another X years, just enough time to become a fossil yourself by the time you're coming out of school. Non-formal education should actually be called self-education, where you study outside of school systems. Nowadays, we live in an information age where everything can be searched on Google. Whether you want to learn coding, editing, marketing, or any other skill that used to require formal education can now be obtained for free. We have YouTube, Coursera, TED, Udemy, and others. And that's one of the key reasons why degrees are not as relevant nowadays. Because education nowadays is much more accessible and can be learned more easily compared to before. So the mindset is like this. Is it wrong for our parents to insist that we go to college? It's not wrong. Because our parents lived in an era where seeking education wasn't as easy as it is now. Now, if companies require us to have coding skills, we can easily find tutorials on YouTube. Especially now, we live in the gig economy era, where everything can be done online, job hunting can be done online. Employers don't look at degrees. Hey, I want to hire you for your design skills. Let me see your degree. They won't say that. But it's not fair if we immediately paint college or degrees in a negative light. In my opinion, the reality is, for people who go to college, it's optional. If your goal is to succeed in professions such as doctor or lawyer, which require specific degrees for roles in society, then go for it. But what is the purpose of college? In my opinion, college still plays an important role in our society. We learn about organisation, interpersonal skills, and what it's like before entering the professional world. It's like a stepping stone. We're involved in classes, assignments with professors and organisations. Eventually, we learn skills, soft skills from college. Of course, that's just my opinion. You can drop your opinion in the comments and discuss it together with other viewers. Maybe let's move on to the next segment. Why is self-education more important than formal education for success? Nowadays, many people hire others without looking at their degree. Many CEOs don't really look at whether they went to college. So where do they look? They look at work experience and what value or impact they brought to their previous companies. If, for example, they say something like, in my previous company, I managed to do this project that increased revenue by this much, or I successfully launched a product that eventually led to good metrics. So it's performance-driven rather than education-driven. One way we can do this is by looking at successful self-educated individuals. They often have a strong motivation to accomplish their goals because formal education is easier for people because it provides a structured curriculum. You're told what to learn and when to learn it. Your schedule is predetermined and you have less control over your own learning. But with self-education, we have to take the initiative. Okay, what do I want to learn? And what can I learn to succeed in my career? But in my opinion, okay, we've made a bold statement. College is not necessary. But if, for example, we don't have self-motivation or consistency to self-educate, then it's better to go to college. Of course, having the commitment to self-educate to reach a certain skill level is not a skill all individuals have. My advice to you guys who are still in your 20s or maybe even 24 and under, you guys live in a crazy era. Information equality, access to education, access to skills are much easier compared to previous times. So don't immediately say, oh, college is wrong, I shouldn't go, and so on. But you do have to provide strong arguments, or maybe show this video. The link in the description. The analogy is that we're preparing for the future. When we're ready, we can show on our CVs rather than our degrees what skills or performance we've brought to the company. I think that's one of the key points for those of you starting out. I don't know if you agree or not, or maybe there are obstacles from your parents or someone else. Feel free to comment below, share it with your friends to make them think, should I go to college? But consider, for what purpose? Do you have the capacity to self-motivate or not? And it's important to understand the concept of self-learning and formal learning. If this is helpful, subscribe, comment, feel free to discuss below. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.
See you later.